Hey there, I'm Rhodes and this is Music Shelf with Mustard. I'm gonna answer to 13 pretty personal questions. Let's go. Hi Mustard, I'm great and I'm so happy to be part of such an awesome format. And not gonna lie, to be interviewed by a sauce. Thanks a lot for having me. I would describe the music scene here as fragmented and chaotic, but all in a good way. During the last 5 years, I guess, many indie artists took the spotlight and changed the way young people perceive music. Before that, everything on the radio was either considered old or came from the international market, while recently Italian music is definitely trending. And that's why I'm planning to move to Los Angeles in the next months. I do respect the market I'm living into, but my heart belongs to international pop. I do, vividly. I was 6, I guess. I woke up at my grandma's house. I used to spend my summer there when I was a kid. And my cousin was playing on the guitar an old song by Roberto Vecchioni. She was there playing on the stairs and I remember waking up in the best way possible. From that moment, I begged every day my parents to buy me a guitar. And when they did, as a Christmas gift, that was the first song I learned to play. Well, more than a lesson, I think it's a very useful skill I had the opportunity to learn at a very young age, thanks to my teacher, even if I'm not sure he knows that. After learning all the chords and position and everything I needed to learn, I remember the lessons were just about learning new songs with the same chords again and again and again. So I was basically paying my teacher to find the chords for me. And one day I was like, if he's doing it, what's stopping me? So I tried. And even if I'm sure I didn't get every detail, I got the main chord progression by myself using just my ear. Jeez, I was so proud of myself. And still today, I'm able to play every kind of song just after one listening. So I really thank my teacher for that. I'm actually trying to understand if I have perfect pitch. I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes not. I'm still figuring it out. Well, it depends. Sometimes it's a melody that gets stuck in my brain and I have to catch using quickly the recording app on my phone, aka the most powerful object a musician can have. Or for my latest single, Out of My Life, it was a chord pattern I was dreaming very vividly during a nap. Or sometimes it can also be a sentence, a thought that I don't want to forget, so I start to sing it. I swear I'm not crazy. A powerful trick I learned recently is to store all these ideas. So when the inspiration kicks in, I can mix some of them together and create a song that has multiple strengths. My first musical influences were definitely two of the biggest names in the pop-punk scene, Green Day and Avril Lavigne. Growing up, I fell in love with R&B and soul harmonies, and that's when Beyoncé helped me not only to approach to a whole new way to conceive music that made me appreciate artists as Etta James, Aretha Franklin, Charlie Parker, Ella Fitzgerald, I can go on, but also made me realize what it takes to be a performer, what it's like to create a show that's not just someone singing on a stage, but a whole celebration of the arts. I got closer to Michael Jackson's music. I also made an acoustic album with a Smooth Criminal cover in it and basically watched all the live shows there are on YouTube of those two legends. I was, and a big one. It's well known that people in a small town live in a simple way, which is reassuring, but definitely limited my creativity and my personal growth during the first 19 years of my life. I feel lucky to have parents that supported me during that big step made at such a young age and supported me financially until I was able to take care of myself and be independent. Rome is a chaotic city. If you live in it, there's no way you won't notice how flawed it is in its management. But it remains maybe the most poetic and beautiful city to visit. The historical center is just breathtaking. It's pretty common for us to go home after a night out and have the Colosseum literally 10 feet away from the bus we're sitting on. But I can imagine how a tourist can feel about it. Whew. I'm gonna go with friendly, full of memories, but mostly musical. I opened that channel exactly 10 years ago. What a journey. I tried so many different approaches and type of content, but one thing never changed. I wanted to sing in front of an audience. And I found it there when I had no chance of playing on a big stage. I started posting my songs. They were poorly recorded. Music covers and lately my video clips and interviews. And then I also started uploading additional ones like vlogs and behind the scenes of my days on set and recording sessions. And this is my favorite extra content. Missed It is extremely important to me, and also the definition of catharsis. I wrote it after finding out that my first attempt at this point to move to the US failed. I took a bad experience from which I didn't know how to recover and turn it into music. I elaborated what I needed during the production, the recordings, the video clip, and all of this allowed me to take my time to think and reprogram my life. All while creating and not destroying. That's the most beautiful thing. In the video clip, I pretty much destroyed an entire room. That was all fake. Even if with time R&B seemed more appealing to me, I have more fun singing it, producing it. It's perfect when I want to experiment a little. A part of me always wanted to let that punk kid out, let him take the spotlight for a while. So when I noticed that emo pop punk music was rising again thanks to artists like MGK, Youngblood, and my beloved Avril Lavigne, I decided it was time. But I was gonna do it my own way. I was recovering from a little heartbreak, and I realized that the very thing that was making me furious was not the toxic relationship per se, but the fact that I didn't say no to a situation I've known well from the past. So I put that anger on paper. The verses are mainly pop. I use them as a tool to narrate during the song my personal development. And there I experiment with synths and little sounds. The chorus is where I let my rage out, and distorted guitars are back. From my personal experience, I learned that what we are used to call love at first sight, you know, the one that makes you feel the butterflies, that makes you struggle and live the drama in a very TV show style. That is way too romanticized. We are so used to toxic and focused on finding those strong and unpleasantly stressful feelings that we've become anesthetized to real love. We can't recognize it because it doesn't really feel like it if it's not something that makes us 100% absorbed all the time. My advice and personal goal is to interiorize that real love gives you time for yourself, lets you fill your days and your mind with something you love. And most importantly, real love is not a good substitute for self-love. Well, this year will be so full of new music. I know how cliche it must sound, but I plan the release of 6 singles during this year. And the first one, that's an announcement I've never told anyone yet, is coming out in a month. Ta-da! I've already shot the video clip and it's gonna be amazing. Keyword, nature. The other ones will be fun songs. I'm gonna make you dance this year. Whatever you want. I'm practically everywhere. Spotify, got it. Apple, Deezer, Tidal, Amazon, YouTube. I'll be there waiting for you. And if you want to watch daily-ish contents, you should follow me on Instagram and TikTok. So, that's not really part of the question, but I really want to thank you, Mustard, for this beautiful and original interview, which actually allowed me to talk about certain things for the first time. This has been clearly made with heart and it shows. I had the time of my life. I wish you the best and send you a squeezing hug. Got it?